Never, and I'm saying never, take a junior advisor into your client meetings to take notes. It destroys their credibility and it's not getting them any closer to becoming a lead advisor, which was the whole goal of taking them into the meeting. Instead, do these four things. Number three is the absolute game changer, though number four is a must do. I'm Matthew Jarvis. I built a $2 million a year financial advisor practice, and I have both been a junior advisor and I've had junior advisors. So I've seen this full spectrum, and what follows are the four strategies to use to actually get a junior advisor ready to become a lead advisor. So, number one, this is less of a strategy and more just something you need to understand. Secretaries take notes, not advisors. Now, this isn't disparaging of secretaries or assistants or note takers. But when you have someone take notes in a meeting, it's not establishing credibility for them. It's just having them take notes. Now, this is both not credibility building, which we'll talk about in just one second, but it's also like super demoralizing from the advisor. Not from like, hey, I'm too good to be taking notes. It's just a really tedious task. And I know, fellow advisors, that you think your jokes are hilarious and that there's a lot they can learn. And there are things they can learn from attending a couple of meetings, but attending 10 meetings, 100 meetings, 1,000 meetings, 10 years of meetings, they're not learning incrementally more each time. They're really just getting more and more bored. And so don't ask your junior advisor, and I like to call them Gen 2, by the way. Don't call them junior advisors, call them Gen 2. I want a Gen 2 advisor to take notes while they're in the meeting, but they're not in the meeting to take notes. That's what an assistant for, or more appropriately, that's what you're going to use Jump AI for and just have a note taker in the meeting. Number two, so what is the point of the meeting? The point of a meeting with a Gen 2 advisor is to transfer credibility, right? So the client already likes and trusts you. When I sit down with a client, they've met with me for years. I'm very good at what I do. And so I have a lot of credibility by virtue of my age, my haircut, my experience with the clients, where a Gen 2 advisor has none of those things. They don't have the experience. They likely look younger. They haven't worked with a client as long. And they're coming in at a disadvantage because they're coming in as your junior, as your Gen 2. They're the B team. And no client wants to work with the B team unless you can establish enough credibility for that advisor for them to become the A team. So the client says, oh, this isn't a junior advisor or even a Gen 2 advisor. This is Matthew's peer. This is another advisor that I can meet with. So how do we do that? How do we transfer credibility? The way that we do that is by having them deliver some kind of value in the meeting. Now, depending on this Gen 2 advisor's experience, this value might be different. It might be as simple as reviewing their beneficiaries or showing them how to pull their annual free credit report. It might be something more complex as time goes on. For example, going through the guardrails or the portfolio allocation or estate planning, right? You can escalate this, but it always needs to be something. So for a brand new Gen 2 advisor or new to you, I'm going to give them something very easy, like, hey, we want to review your trusted contact. That's a super easy one to do. It's also great because most of us haven't been good about getting trusted contacts in place. And so there'll be a line item on the agenda. Hey, Alan, my Gen 2 advisor, he's going to go through this point with you. Number three on this list, and this is the next level of transferring credibility, is to alternate. So if I have 6 items on my agenda, which would be a great number of items on the agenda, in one meeting, my Gen 2 is going to take items 1, 3, and 6, and I'm going to take the other ones, or then we're going to switch, right? So I guess 1, 3, and 5, 2, 4, and 6. You get the idea. In one meeting, he'll do half and I'll do half. And in the next meeting, we'll switch. Why is this so important? Well, it's allowing this Gen 2 advisor to both get reps practicing and reps seeing me do it as well. So I'm watching them and I'm giving critique after the meeting. They're watching me and they're learning things. And this is transferring an incredible amount of credibility to the client because they're saying, wow, this Gen 2 guy or gal is doing half of the work here. They must be really good. So alternating back and forth. So on level 2, it's have them do just one item on the agenda. The level 3 is that we're splitting the agenda 50-50 and we're switching in each meeting who's handling which half of the agenda. So let's get to number 4. This was a game changer for me when I was training Gen 2s, which was when they were presenting. I'm not used to being in a meeting and sitting quietly. I'm used to being in a meeting and talking. And so when I have to sit there and just listen, not just listen to the client, I'm good at that, but listen to this advisor present, and to be honest, not present as well as I could because I'm more experienced, it was really painful. I would get a lot of nervous energy. I would get super bored. I might even start nodding off. Like, these are all bad things. So, what to do instead? And this works for the senior advisor and the junior advisor, which is take meticulous notes on body language. So, not in meticulous notes on what's being said, though that's certainly interesting, but Jump AI can do that for you. Take meticulous notes on body language, especially if we're talking to a couple. Who's more engaged? Who's less engaged? What are they doing with their hands? What are they doing with their head? What are they doing with their eyes? Where are they looking? Are they understanding this? Are they not understanding it? What are their micro expressions? Are they showing micro expressions that they understand, or micro expressions where they're a little bit concerned, or they're not quite sure, they're leaning back, or they're leaning forward? So by watching this, it's going to give me something to do. Also, the Gen 2 advisor something to do, but it's going to make me so much better at reading body language because now I'm being hyper intentional about it. So in total, don't have your Gen 2 advisor simply take notes. It makes them look like a secretary. Instead, transfer credibility, ideally swapping back and forth which pieces you're doing. And when you're not the one speaking, study body language. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe and send it to any Gen 2 advisors you know or anyone training Gen 2s. And be sure to check out my book, Delivering Massive Value. And until the next time, happy planning.